We have 10 million Australians who are using ChatGPT at least once a week. Thank you all to start with, to trusting the process, to taking that first step towards coming. Many of our friends have flown over from the East Coast to WA. And I would like to warmly welcome you all who are coming from other states, and welcome you all, and thank you for being here today at the National AI and Cybersecurity Leadership Summit. Before I go forward, I would like to acknowledge the diversity in the room, people around the table. We have people from across 205 organizations, which covers sectors like legal, local councils, state and federal, organizations, public servants. We have mining, we have property, we have higher education, as well as schools. So it's a wide, and care sector, healthcare also. So a lot of variety, a lot of diversity in the room in terms of the minds we have. I call it the bringing of minds together. And that's how magic happens. That'll be showcased through today. You will have group activities across the day where we'll ask your feedback. My ask today is for you to be very much engaged and involved in the whole process. Through the panel discussions, what we'll try to trigger is a bit more brainstorming for you at the table. And we will, through group activities, you all guys will get the opportunity to talk amongst yourself. And then what you have observed from the panel discussion, you might use that as well, and of your own ideas as well in the group activities. And why I was wondering, before we were writing a use case or a business case, why would we run this conversation on AI and cybersecurity? And the biggest why which came out for me was we are at the start of the fourth industrial revolution. And the next round of global economies will grow and create prosperity for their citizens is through leading the charge at the next industrial revolution, and partly to create national resilience through moving times. And hence, this gives us the opportunity to create our own sovereign AI infrastructure, sovereign AI generally, and lead globally as we have done in many areas in terms of standards and frameworks. And which is part of what we've been doing in science, research, and innovation across. Australia joined 90 other countries early this year at Paris. President Emmanuel Macron ran a summit called AI Action Summit. And they became signatories of a paper called, I have to read, it's a long name, the Statement on Inclusive and Sustainable Artificial Intelligence for People and Planet. So by signing that statement, we are committed to, Australia is committed to, an AI which is human rights-based, human-centric, ethical, safe, secure, and trustworthy. And I think that reflects what National AI Center is writing in their foundation documents. And that is flowing through the 6 pillars they are talking about in the most recent publication on their website, and they are accessible to all. If you go on National AI Center, and they're designed for small and medium businesses to use in their business to adopt AI. And that's one of the key things, objectives, National AI Center is. I'm not giving a plug, but they are the ones who are doing it. So they are the ones helping small and medium businesses to adopt AI. And then also develop frameworks. And as I was looking for numbers, how AI adoption is moving, we have 10 million Australians who are using ChatGPT at least once a week, which is almost half of the population, which is internet enabled. So that's a big number. So AI adoption is happening in terms of half of the population if they are using. And almost every 3 minutes, an Australian business adopt AI in some way or form in their business. And then what does it give us, adopting AI? Bit of a productivity boost, and which creates efficiencies in the business. And one paper done by Productivity Commission talked about if we deploy the current AI models with current capacity or efficiencies, we will unlock a productivity of a dollar value of $142 billion. That's a big number. And also, they talked about if we use the same AI models, the GDP growth in Australia, it's called Australia's multi-factor productivity of 2.3%, which equates to $116 billion in GDP. So those are big numbers in productivity by just using the current set of AI models at that level. But what's the challenge? I think the challenge is to navigate the culture. The challenge is to have that culture shift. And how might we embrace risk among our team members, among our colleagues? And how might we foster experimentation at all levels of our organization? And give permission to fail. And yes, being within the safe and secure guardrails around it, but be given permission to fail so that we can move the culture and move the adoption a bit faster for our people. And then we have a long history of pushing above our weight. And I think this is another, which we have done again in science and research, which we can do it again. And as I was thinking and writing my vision of AI future for Australia, was to lead the world in an ethical, secure, and sovereign AI innovation. Ethical, secure, and sovereign AI innovation to drive prosperity, national resilience, and global competitiveness. And which was very much, I was watching Dr. Jim Chalmers, the Treasurer of Australia, his press club address in August post the Economic Reform Roundtable, which happened in July. And he said that how we can make, his quote unquote, he said, how we can make AI a national priority. So there were 10 priorities, and out of 10, one of them is AI, and which we can see reflecting in the cross-sectoral and cross-organizational AI plan they've been talking about across federal government. And I think giving that as a context of the global and the country where we are at, and the vision we want to achieve, I want to just ask again that let's get involved across the group activities through Slido questions and be engaged as part of the drafting the white paper, which will be done post this conference. What we will do is we will take feedback through the white paper. We will run a survey end of the day. That'll be part of the white paper, plus what we discussed through the panel discussion. So all these three becomes as input to the white paper, which will be shared with the stakeholders. And with that, I would like to welcome you all again at the National AI and Cybersecurity Leadership Summit. Thank you.